Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be providing a long-term market analysis update for Harmony One. We're going to talk about some very key levels of support and resistance, the Harmony One Bitcoin ratio, some moving averages, and my longer-term outlook and stance on this altcoin. So if you guys enjoyed the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, by the way, I will leave a link to my Twitter page in the description below. You can go ahead and check that out. I'm fairly active over there as well. So first, I do want to talk about for Harmony One, this key level right around 1.47 cents. And we're going to be focusing on this level because this was the high from back here in 2020. This was a massive point of resistance for Harmony One right here in August on that rejection. So from this point, Harmony One declined by about 75% in just the following 20 weeks. And this was all while Bitcoin was gearing up for that big leg up. It was pretty bullish back then. So this really tells me that this wasn't just Harmony One following the rest of the market, but it was just respecting its own level and this really clear level, again, around 1.47 cents. And then eventually Harmony One did get that breakout right here in February of 2021. And notice how from the breakout point, Harmony One continued on to rally by about 1,500% in just the following 6 weeks. So this represented a very significant level in which when we did break out, buyers and demand started to really flow in. A lot of people were excited for the fact that Harmony One had broken above this resistance level. So this is an extremely important level of support. And over the last few weeks, Harmony One has started to come back below this region. We're currently consolidating under that zone. So it's going to be very important to watch how this plays out and develops over the next few weeks. Now we could have two scenarios play out. One of them is we can reclaim this zone and we can form some sort of deviation, a fake out, which would be a bullish sign in which Harmony One is able to reclaim this zone, flip it back into support, and not reject off of this. And as an illustration, that would look something like this, where we can get back above this level and then really just pull it as support and then start trending back up into this range. So that would be the bullish scenario. The bearish scenario is if we reject off of this and then flip it into resistance. So if from here we start to roll over in the next few weeks, that's going to be a very bearish sign in which I will look to this level as a longer term support into resistance flip. And if we do get a rejection, then I will start to target some levels further down from here. And most notably, I'm going to be looking at this zone of support from back here in 2019, right around 0.85 cents. So this was a level of resistance. You can see this rejection right here in 2019. And then from that rejection, we continued to form lower lows and break down further from there. So again, if we continue to reject off this level, which as of right now could happen, but there is certainly no guarantees. If we do get that rejection, then I will be looking out to this level further down from here. And if I were to take a measured move from the point we're at right now, that would represent about another 40% drop, which is a fairly steep move, but do consider the fact that we also had a very similar pattern playing out right here in this support level around 3 cents. This was a previous area of support. We broke below it, flipped it right into resistance, and then from that rejection, that point where we did start to have sellers come in at this level, Harmony One proceeded to decline about 60%. So while it is certainly a far-fetched target, I would say it is certainly realistic if we do start to lose this level again around 1.47 cents. So I do want to also talk about the Harmony One Bitcoin ratio. I've got a lot going on in this chart. First, I do want to talk about this yellow line, which is the 10-week simple moving average. And over this entire bear market, the 10-week average has acted as pretty strong resistance. You can see that we broke below this level right here in January, and then we had this rejection right here on this lower high back here in April. And then from there, we started to come back down, roll over, form lower lows, and then we really haven't had any sustainable move above this moving average. We did have this leg up right here in August, but ultimately over the next 2 weeks, we came right back under it. We formed this deviation, we formed this fake out, and we have been consolidating under this zone over the last several months. So I would look out to this level as a long-term zone of resistance in which if Harmony One Bitcoin starts to break back above this, that could be a very bullish sign and would be the first time that we would have some sort of bullish sign start to play out where we might start to reverse the momentum to the downside and we would no longer have this pressure, this downward sloping resistance. So we also do have the resistance zone I have marked out here in red, ranging from 103 to 112 Satoshis. And if I zoom out here, you can see this has historically been an important zone. This rejection right here in December of 2019 took the one Bitcoin ratio down pretty significantly to this low, right around 26 Satoshis. So a very harsh and significant decline following that retest. And then we did get another retest right here in August of 2020. Now, if you recall back to the Harmony One USD pair, that was in this time frame when we got that rejection again at that same zone. So that's really what took Harmony One Bitcoin right down. And then eventually when Harmony One was able to break back above this level, we had that new all-time high formed. So again, if we start to make our way back up to this level, I will also look out to that as resistance. In terms of the longer term support, the level I will be watching out for is this level right around 72 Satoshis. And if I zoom in here, you can see that this was the point of resistance that we rejected off back here in February of 2021 on this intermediate term high. And then from this point, Harmony One on the Bitcoin ratio came back down around 46%, and then later started to head back up. So again, if we do continue to reject off the 10-week and we continue to move down forming lower lows, I will watch out to this zone at 72 Satoshis as our support. I hope you guys did enjoy the content and the analysis. By the way, make sure to check out my Twitter page. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.